Dave was on that too.
I seen Dave.
That
That was during COVID, you know. COVID was messing with my head. Huh?
David got more airtime than Hart.
I didn't say that. Ron Hart, he's that guy, though. He's that guy. 5 championships. Credit to him.
Notice it's live already.
I know. That's why I said that.
Mike mentioned showing y'all a video, I think, of the 92 Dream Team. What was the video and what was the message there?
The video is when Michael took over, pretty much when Magic had to admit and give the reins that there was a new man in the NBA that he's taking over. Magic had to give it to MJ. You all right there?
I heard it was back and forth. I don't think it was just a domination on one side.
Well, at the ending, he says him and Larry Bird tapped elbows and go, yeah, there is a new face in this league. So it was more of that, but then it was just kind of the back and forth, as Clarence mentioned too, of the competition within, of just how good our defense is, how good our offense is, obviously special teams as well, and just being able to have that competition amongst ourselves and continuing to elevate each other, the whole iron sharpens iron message for the most part. It was very well received, and I love the clip. Seen it a couple of times.
How you guys try not to eat the cheese, especially against a team like this?
If you've been here long enough, you know that cheese doesn't taste good. Doesn't really serve you anything if you do. Coach always gives that message about eating the cheese, and as he says, it's for the young guys and the guys that haven't been around, and so it's important for us older guys to make sure the young guys understand that whether it's the stats the defense are putting up or the stats the offense are putting up or what people are doing individually, it really doesn't matter. We got to show up each and every day. We got to get better each and every week, and each opportunity that we go out there is not easy. And so if we're not focused on those guys, giving those guys the respect, as I said before, you'll be very upset the next day. So it's important just to continue to sharpen what we've gotten going, elevating ourselves, and just keep building. And knowing what's ahead of us when we take care of that.
Is this offense, you feel, in a little different place this late in the season than it's ever been, with the standpoint that you're just not maintaining, you're getting some guys back, you're starting to build and play at a level. It's not just sustaining, it's kind of building.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely say it's building. I mean, obviously, for one, some guys weren't playing, myself early on, and guys did an amazing job, obviously, to win games and to build on the foundation of what we have. And then as guys get back and get healthy and get their feet underneath them, we've got a great run game. We're able to complement that with the pass, the play action, and I just think that because of the depth that we have, everybody's just focusing on doing their job and playing their role to the best of that ability, whatever that may be, whether it's 5 plays, whether it's 50 plays, whatever it is, just trying to come in and contribute to offense or to defense. And I know that's definitely how the young guys and the role players, I guess you can say on offense, attack their day and attack their preparation, and that's huge. It's huge for us to continue to build on that.
Is Washington ready to help you guys?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, just over the last couple of weeks, having him out there, seeing him get his feet back underneath him, feel comfortable within himself, us work on timing, confident in him, and I'm sure it'll be sooner than later.
How did it feel to see Tyron back at practice?
Oh, yeah, I mean, just to hear his grunts again. Tyron's very, very loud when he's blocking and pass setting, and just when you hear that, you realize that guy's back, and watching him take some sets, whether it just be the show team or getting in there. It's Tyron. I mean, the guy's a gold jacket, and when he gets on the field, you see why, and it's going to be huge to have him back.
3 gold jackets on one offensive line. Has that been something to see all those guys together?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, honestly. And I think just when you say that, and you wouldn't know that from the meeting room or just watching those guys approach the day, just because of their lack of ego in a sense, and just their drive to continue to get better and being unsatisfied with whatever they've done, and being hungry to do more. I think it's huge. I mean, obviously, it starts with Zach and Tyron, who have been here, but then to see Jason come in and just the way that he's impacted the room, the way that he's helped Tyler Smith and the rest of the young guys, the way he's got some young guys on his health routine, I guess you can say, or his preparation of staying healthy, of whether it be the cold tub, the cold tanks, and ab workouts, just the different methods that he's been able to play for so long at such a high level, guys adapting and adopting. I think it's huge, and it's important to this team, and you definitely feel it.
Your team has talked about how if they're staying on the sideline and they're waiting for their opportunity to get into the game or practice more so, you'll go over them and explain what just happened on the field. Like, all right, the way Michael just ran this route is what I'm looking for, and this you'll break it down for them so that when their time on the field, they understand your thoughts. Is that something you've always done, and why is that important to have those sort of conversations?
I don't know if it's something I've done since year one, but definitely as I've gotten more comfortable in the big picture and seeing it all, yeah, I've done it for sure over the last couple of years, and probably more this year than anything. Just understanding how important each rep is, and you don't want to let something that should have been addressed go unaddressed, and then it bites you in the butt later. So it's important for me to just make sure that we're all on the same page, thinking what I'm thinking, and whether it was CD rep, knowing that Noah, MG, or James may be in that position later, for them to understand this is what I expect and this is how he did it. And so the next time, if you have that opportunity, make sure you do this because this is where I'm at. So it's just that level of communication that we're continuing to build on.
Dak, was there a time with Tony Pollard where you said, man, this guy's pretty good, even before this year?
Yeah, well before this year. Honestly, I mean, TP's rookie year was the year Zeke held out of training camp. So, I mean, from that point, just the way that he picked up the playbook so fast, just his personality, his hunger to get better, a guy that does everything the right way to make sure that he can be on the field. Yeah, I mean, I've known TP can do what he's doing for a long time, and so it's I'm just happy to see him going out there and reaping the rewards of all the hard work and everything that he's put into this, really.
Dak, you and Michael Gallup coming back from injury in the same season, do you feel like that's helped you establish more of a connection and a confidence together?
Me and MG's confidence and connection was well before this year. So, yeah, I mean, well before this year. So, I mean, maybe that helped, I guess. You can say a little sprinkle something on top. But our connection and our brotherhood and just trusting one another was established long ago. And just, once again, happy to see another guy just getting his feet back underneath him, playing to his standards, his expectation, and just making the plays when they come his way.
So we talk about receivers. How did the visit with Odell go, and where are you on that? I mean, do y'all still need him? Want him?
I thought you might have another word after that. Okay. I guess I felt like the visit went well. I know us meeting, having lunch with a couple of guys, I know it went well. As I've told you, I've known O for a while. But as far as where it is, I said it the first time y'all asked me, this is a business. So, I mean, I leave that to that side of the building. And obviously, yeah, it would help to have him. He's a great player. And if he can come in and play right now, 100%, yeah, we want him. And but we've, as I said before, I've got a lot of confidence in the guys that we have and where we're going, and guys getting their feet back underneath them and what we've built upon. So if we get them, hell yeah, it's going to help. And if not, yeah, I mean, I'm confident in what we have and know that we can win.
Do you ever get used to the circus around your team?
It's funny. I think of it as a circus. Yeah, so I mean, go ahead. What's following that one? Hey, I woke up. Yeah, I woke up and saw the same tweets.
Did you make a phone call to say what he's doing to?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I mean, obviously, I've talked to him. He seems educated in what he's talking about, so I'll damn sure give him that. And for me, I mean, yeah, obviously happy. Brittany Griner's home, but as I said, Micah seems educated in the conversation with me, what he's talking about. I can't say that I'm very educated in what's going on beyond Brittany Griner coming home, who else was traded, this, and that. And I don't speak on something that I don't feel confident enough to talk about with knowledge. So I'll leave it to Micah.
On that note of circus, DeMarcus also used the word circus when describing, when talking about OBJ, saying if someone can help, that's great. But if this is just going to be a circus about adding a player, he's less interested. Do you have to refocus the team at all and say, like, the visit's gone, whatever happens, but, like, let's re-lock in?
No, I mean, our guys are focused, and our guys, obviously, DeMarcus saying that's a guy that's been here and understands that, yeah, if you give anything gas from around here, it's going to blow up, and it's going to be bigger than it needs to be. And I think, honestly, I heard CD on ESPN or something, somebody read the quote, and I guess they asked about him. He's like, you don't have to ask me about me, but I guess you, or ask me about Odell, but I guess you are. So, yeah, once again, if he's going to help us and we can get him in, that's great. But if not, yeah, we're not going to make some story and just continue to pour gas on a story that serves us no well about winning right now in our locker room.
Jerry will.
Say again?
Jerry will.
Yeah, that's Jerry. That's his job. That's what he loves to do. And my job is to throw the ball and control, help the locker room and get wins. And that's what I'm going to do.
Thank you, man.
Jason Garrett's a finals for the
Yes, yeah.
What,
Big endorser of that, for sure. Hope he gets it. Willing to talk to whoever I can to endorse him and just talk about how great of obviously a coach he is. Thinking of him in the college level, I think it's a very well fit, just a guy that does things the right way, is consistent as ever, has great messaging, and I just think he'd be huge for a program like that that's so prestige. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome. Hope to see him in it.
In addition to how he helped you become a pro potentially, from a football standpoint, X's and O's, how did he help you develop as a quarterback?
Oh, huge. I mean, the guy was a quarterback, and he's been around all the great players from the time that he played on this team to other organizations to him coaching. I mean, when a guy says something and he's seen it done, you've got to listen to him. So that alone, yeah, he helped me so much. And whether it's his experiences coming in as a backup and having to play, or what he saw Troy do in certain times, or what he's seen over his career young players do, yeah, he was vital to where I am at this point. And as I said, a guy with that much background and being around so much greatness, being able to go help young college athletes who are trying to find that path and trying to do the right things that put them in the best position to be successful, not only in football but in life, I think that'd be huge for him. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dak.